Hello, all. Welcome to my new YouTube channel that is Learn and Fun with Neha. As I said in my teaser that I am going to upload videos related to companies law, so here I present my first video. So instead of jumping directly on Companies Act, let us understand what is company. Like if you read that Companies Act 2013, it contains the word company. So let us understand that word company, from where it came, where we use it, who use it, why we use it. So to understand that, firstly we will clear the one concept, that is different types of business entities. See, we have learned this in 11th and 12th syllabus. So we will just revise it fastly. Okay.
So let us discuss our first concept, that is business entity. Firstly, we need to understand what does it mean by business entity. See, business entity can be referred as structure of doing any business or form of doing any business, considering all pros and cons of all business entities plus available resources. One chooses his form of business entity in which he is going to run his business. See, as the coin has two sides, so all the business entities have some advantages also, some disadvantages also. So these are the popular types of business entities: sole proprietorship, partnership firm, Hindu undivided family, cooperative societies, company, and LLP. So the first form is sole proprietorship. See, it is a popular form of business considering its simplicity, ease of setup and nominal cost. It is informal type of business which is owned and controlled by one person. See, sole proprietor only needs to register and secure his local license to start his sole proprietorship. He can start his business just by securing his local licenses. He does not enjoy independent legal status. It means the firm and the person is one and the same in the eyes of law, plus his liability. See, liability means obligation to pay. His liability is unlimited, means his personal property is liable for his business debts, or he is personally liable. As he is the whole and soul of the business, he enjoys whole profit and responsible for all the losses. Now the next popular form is partnership firm. See, it is governed by Partnership Act 1932, according to which its registration is optional but it is desirable. It is an agreement between two or more people to own, finance and run business jointly. It means any two person capable of entering into contract can start partnership. The partnership deed can be oral or written. All the partners share the profits and losses in proportion to their respective ownership or as agreed between partners. Again, it also does not enjoy independent legal status, means partners and the firm is one and same in the eyes of law. Again, it is having unlimited liability, means partners are personally liable for business debt. Now the next form is Hindu undivided family. Generally, this business entity operates and we can find it in India only. It is an oldest form of business which comes into existence as per Hindu inheritance law of India. See, it is controlled by the head of the family and it is known as Karta. Plus, it is owned and carried by all the members of the family. See, who can become the member of this family? How one can become the member? By his birth or by adoption, one becomes the member of the HUF automatically. All the members of the family have equal rights. See, members are known as co-partners. Plus, it enjoys great tax benefits. Now, our next term is cooperative society. See, it is governed by Cooperative Societies Act 1912. It is a voluntary association of persons who come together having common objective of welfare of its members. See, at least 10 adult members are required to register a cooperative society. Plus, the capital is contributed by all the members. See, membership is open for all. Plus, it is voluntarily. One can join, one can leave. It is completely dependent on him. See, it enjoys the legal status. See, we will discuss in later video what does it mean by having a legal status other than its owner. See, it enjoys the separate legal status, means the members in the cooperative society is different in the eyes of law. Plus again, its liability is limited. It means members are liable only up to the amount of capital contributed by them. They are not personally liable, unlike sole proprietorship and partnership. Plus their motive is service motive and welfare of its members. Then here comes our main topic, that is company. See, again it is an association of persons coming together to do business to earn profit. See, it is governed by Companies Act 2013 to govern the management of the company, means how it will operate, what laws are applicable, what are the restrictions to the company, what are the benefits to the company. These all are governed by Companies Act 2013, which we are going to learn in step by step. Again, the management and ownership is different, plus it enjoys the separate legal entity status. See, my next video will be focused on the term company. We will discuss the definition as per law, plus its feature of the company, everything related to the company. So stay tuned for my next video.
Okay, so stay tuned, stay updated, do like, subscribe my channel. Thank you.